Our final mix today, and the focus is on Wonderland. As you could probably tell from the message, a very merry unbirthday to you. This is not going to be a very long stream. I mean, I'm just going to be doing Wonderland, and then that's pretty much it, you know? So, let us go ahead and get started with that today. Gonna adjust the volume a little bit so it's not too loud. Love me some Kingdom Hearts audio, but you know, it can't be too loud. Also get that sweet, sweet echo, which no one really likes. Hey, I'm curious. Is there already anything in theater? Since we're starting, I might as well check. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is everything already here? That's really weird. Like, I don't get it. That's the entire. That's it. That's every cutscene. Like, why is that all there, just there already? That you can just watch. Oh boy. Oh, whatever. I guess we leave now because I don't think I have anything else to do in town. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, touchpad. You can do a first-person view, which I forgot. Got me a nice. For up close personal with Goofy, which isn't that great. But this is what I meant to do. I meant to check my equipment real quick. I don't think I can give them anything at the moment, and I just gave them those weapons just so they could have stuff, as opposed to nothing. Alright, yeah, we're ready. Off to Wonderland we go. The green cursor shows your current position. Select your next destination with the cursor. Observe the battle level when selecting destinations. More stars mean stronger Heartless in that world. So, yes. If you notice, you can see Disney Castle like right next to Traverse Town. They had said, I think I mentioned this in a previous stream, but the reason why that's still there is because originally that was going to be a world that you could just go to. You could just explore Disney Castle. I'm sure if you find online, you can find pictures of Kingdom Hearts 1's Sora just going to Disney Castle. But that ultimately got cut from the game for reasons I'm not entirely sure of. But, yeah. So anyway, you can go between here or here. There's 2 stars and 1 star. Now, sometimes there is one point in my life where I would like to try to do things out of order to see what happens, because you sometimes get alternate cutscenes if you do things out of sequence. But this is the Wonderland stream, so we are going to be doing the 1 star, which is Wonderland. But before we do that, we're going to look at the Gummi Garage. Yeah. So the Gummi ships in this game, you know, they're your mode of transportation, and then they're built out of like these blocks that you can do. And you can customize your ship to look the way you want, perform the way you want, and of course you can get better stuff the further along in the game you go. The Kingdom Hearts 2 Gummi ship building always confused me. With the Kingdom Hearts 1, I like the Gummi ship building in Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot, and I'm gonna go through the tutorial just to refresh myself on the steps. But so the easiest way to do it is to follow a blueprint. You can rename it by the, well, it doesn't show the name there, but let's take a tour of the Gummi Garage. So the default blueprint you have is the Kingdom model, which is, you know, default Gummi ship. Contains blueprints. You have, I'm talking terribly, so let me get a sip of water real quick. I'm like slurring words all over the place. 1 second. Advice for you kids: never start a stream dehydrated. You just sound terrible. All right, let's try this again now, shall we? All right, blueprints you have collected, those you can design are much better, much better. The blueprints you collect can't be renamed. Make sure you have enough parts. Select the blueprints, enter the garage. Select the block you want to attach. Cockpit engine, you cannot fly. So those are your default things. Your ship can look the most inoperable flying piece of crud ever, but as long as it's got a cockpit and engine, you can fly it. You go back this way to like select parts, like so. Found the block, then you press X to put it in. Put the cockpit there, like for example, L1 to the directional buttons. I don't remember all the controls at the top of my head, so I usually just kind of like fuddle with the controls, and I just eventually just mess my way through it. That's how I do it. Yeah. So rotate the assembly area, press X to put on the block, and you can attach big blocks. There's a certain limit to how many blocks you can have in the beginning, and then as you get better stats, you can make better ships. And yeah, you can use the touchpad to have instructions. Then you inspect your ship with R2. It's just a cockpit, not much to look at. And it's not flyable because there's no engine at all, so it can't go anywhere. That's about it. The rest is learning by doing. If you need help, go to the... And yeah, it's just like I said, the rest is learning by doing. It's really not as complicated as it seems. And there you go. Now we have... You can read the tutorial again anytime you want. Get some Gummi related help. The nature of Gummi still remains a mystery. They're scattered all over inner space and descend into the worlds, like shooting stars at times. There are many types of Gummi blocks, each with a unique power like scanning, warping, and such. A Gummi ship is a product of these various blocks pieced together. For some reason, a natural attractive force exists between Gummi blocks. So, putting these blocks together to build Gummi ships isn't all that complicated and doesn't require any real special tools. Pretty cool, huh? To become good at building Gummi ships, study a bunch of models and experiment with various block combinations. Don't just look at ours. There are plenty of models out there you can obtain. Try to find as many as you can. Gummi Garage. Let's see. I'm not going to read like button stuff, just kind of like lower stuff if there's anything to read, like anything like that. No. Do her if there's a ship listed as not flyable, do her a favor, remodel her so she can fly. Computer. This is what I was talking about earlier. To add certain components, especially high-end ones, you might have to upgrade the Gummi ship's computer. Even if you collect a bunch of blocks, you might not be able to use half of them on a good computer. Wow. Alright, let me read this real quick. Cockpit Gummi. The cockpit contains all the controls of Gummi ships, so without this block, it can't fly. Each ship is limited to one cockpit. Try experimenting with different cockpits. Engine. If your Gummi ship isn't going anywhere that'll properly place engine Gummi, make sure each thruster is pointing the right direction when you attach this block. There are many types of engines you can play with. Armor Gummis form the body of the ship. More armor provides better protection, but it also slows down the ship. So if you have a big blocky ship, it's not going to move as fast, but hey, you want protection. If it's just up to you, really. Weapon Gummi. Destroy enemy ships and other obstacles with the weapon Gummi. Firing certain weapons consumes the ship's power, so don't get too carried away. There's this cool block called the Transform that lets you transform the Gummi ship. Access the Transform menu and select 2 Gummi ships with transformed Gummis attached. Now you can switch between the 2 ships anytime during a fight. That is a really cool ability. Like, it's something you're not going to get into way later, but yeah, it requires the components to have 2 different Gummi ships, but yeah, if you need 2 different Gummi ships, you can use the Transform to do that. With a special block called Warp Gummi, the Gummi ship can warp to distant worlds in a flash. Just one thing, you can only warp to worlds you have been to. And finally, Special Gummi 3, there's a whole world of other Gummis out there we don't know about. Have fun collecting them. That's your help menu. So, some of you might remember from Stream 2, look at the name of my ship, Dawn. So, the whole point of racing with Riku is so you can actually get to name your Gummi ship right away. The ship that you would have named your raft that you would have left the island actually ends up becoming your Gummi ship. So if you lose to Riku in that first race, then the default name of the ship is Highwind, which is what he wanted to name the raft. But because I won, I have it set as Dawn. Now, that does not mean you cannot rename it. Like, part of the things as Garage or Gummi ships is, yep, see, you can rename it. Rename, just give it a good name, right? So even if you lost to Riku and you're salty, you can just change it to whatever you want anyway. That's all that really matters. And let me just look at the garage real quick. Not much I can do because I haven't collected any new Gummi blocks at all. So we're going to pretty much be sticking with it. But you can have a look at the whole thing. You know, the cockpit's there. The blocks are all set there. Everything's at 0 because I haven't collected anything as of yet. So I'm just going to leave for now. I didn't do anything, so... Yeah, so the first mission we're just going to be doing just regular Gummi ship. By the way, you can also do Gummi ship missions by hitting triangle. This is a new feature added for Final Mix. This was not in the original Kingdom Hearts, but here it is. So, yeah, you can. There are all sorts of different missions you can do, and the more missions you complete, the more stuff you get from it. Each world has 3 missions, can challenge you to a high score. I don't know how much of these missions I'm going to be messing with, because that was the one thing I really couldn't complete with the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on the PS3. Some of these Gummi ship missions are really difficult, and they require like some really specific Gummi parts to do. So I don't know how much I'm going to mess with that on this playthrough. I'll probably focus more on the other side quests, but it's there. So without further ado, let's journey to Wonderland. We travel to different worlds on the Gummi ship. The Heartless ships often give us a hard time. I always find it hilarious that in Kingdom Hearts 1, your opponents while you're flying through missions is Heartless ships. So Heartless are able to pilot their own Gummi ships as well, which is weird. Always be on the lookout during flight. Your journey will be documented until you reach your destination. Seek out the mission each world has to offer. Then there's controls, Gummi ship listed. It's Star Fox control, basically. Like, that was the biggest takeaway I had when I played this for the first time. The original Kingdom Hearts on PS2. Just playing Star Fox, basically. And then the blue gauge shows your power level, firing. So that's kind of a misnomer, because firing your regular default laser doesn't really consume your power, but later on you'll get like different abilities that consume the power meter. The green gauge shows your armor, which is your health for the Gummi ship. If it reaches 0, you have to restart the whole machine. And we're off and going. So those blue, you really want to capture those blue orbs that come from the feeding ship, that get you new Gummi ship blueprint to design your ship. And that model is called Airman, based on the famous Final Fantasy and the same name. These are all just different versions of the Airman. That's really the only ship I'm seeing so far. Like, there's different colors, but yeah, I'm fighting Airman. Here's some different models. I'm so happy that when you get better Gummi ship models later on, because it really helps a lot with your accuracy, because you're kind of limited to this reticle here. And it's just a lot better when you have more guns. There's like hardly any enemies here though. You see that? Oh, there's the model. Oh, let me get it. No, just out of range. Hey, there we go. Now I got some. That is the Silk model. Don't know what that is based off. I've never really done it. There's another Silk. Yeah. Once you've gotten it, you can't actually get it again. Not like it does much value for you. But hey, we're here already. Wonderland. This is a very short trip because it's the first mission. Don't want to bother you with anything like that. New high school. This is the first time in the world. When you go back to worlds later, you can choose where you want to land, different save points, but because it's our first time, we're just disembarking. Just regular. And now we're falling down the rabbit hole to Wonderland. I got a little rumble as they fell down. That's kind of cool.
Oh, my word, missus! I'm late! Oh dear! I'm here! I should be there! Oh, I'm late! Oh, the queen! She'll have my head for sure!
The little white rabbit. I always like that little white rabbit. So here we are. This is Wonderland. You start right off from the rabbit hole. As you can see, it's a weird descent down there. But hey, this is where Alice started her journey, and that's where we're going to start our journey as well. I gotta be honest with you, I'm hyping up this Wonderland stream a lot. This is actually probably my least favorite Disney World of Kingdom Hearts 1. Multiple doors in. And I don't know, it's just because this world is kind of disorientating and not in a fun way, really. And moreover, I watched the original Alice in Wonderland movie, and you know, I guess it was good for its time, but it wasn't really doing anything for me personally. But yeah, it's just like, if you think about Disney World that the game could have started with, I think they could have chosen better. There's a lot cooler Disney Worlds, but hey, they saved the better ones for later, I suppose. But here we go. So we're in this like huge room. Well, it comes huge later. Right now it's actually rather small, moreover, but hey. So.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That talks.
Oh, must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good morning.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
You mean the one that just popped up as you said it? Oh, Wonderland. So this room is really weird because here's these normal-sized chairs and everything like that, but it's still like a really small room, like really, really small. Look. Oh, before you drink this potion, you want to push this bed out of the way because once you're small, you won't have access to this little passageway here because you can't actually go through the doorknob's door, which is very odd. But hey, he's sleeping and doesn't want to be bothered, so let the man sleep. He's actually a man. I don't know. Is there anything else I can mess with? Doesn't look like it. Oh well. So we're gonna just drink this potion. And with that, we're itty bitty small now. I think Heartless appear now. Yep. These are new Heartless called we haven't fought yet, called Red Nocturnes? Yeah, I think it's called Red Nocturnes. And if you notice now, these bubble things are popping up when we defeat enemies. That fulfills your magic meter. Oh boy, I think Goofy just used something.
Come on!
Now, I have my fire spell that I could be using, but here's the thing, you do not want to use those on Red Nocturnes because they are fire elemental heartless. If you hit them with fire, they actually get healed. So you do not want to do that. So that being said, there's not really any new Heartless to test my new fire spell on at the moment. I can use it on the shadows, but it's more efficient to just hit him with my Keyblade and not waste my magic meter, you know? So we're exploring a little bit. There's that green trinity in there in the fireplace. Oh, hey! Just hanging out near the furnace. Ooh, here's some fire! Fire on them. Yep. Once your magic is generally speaking stronger than your base attack, so it does behoove you to use your magic when possible, but you just don't want to use it too much because right now I only have I don't have a huge magic meter after all. There's more Heartless.
Fire!
But it really is effective in dispatching them pretty quickly. So, you know, alternate when necessary, I guess. Just don't go ham. And I think that's all the Heartless in this room. Let's talk to the doorknob. Doesn't really have much to say. Yep. Just snores away. And that's pretty much his deal. He'll just kind of always be sleeping. So let's move on to the next area, which is the Queen's Castle. One thing... I'm going to stop real quick to talk about this because I don't want to interrupt the scene. One thing that I did like that later Kingdom Hearts games did is that if you haven't been to an area yet, it'll be question marked out. Whereas in Kingdom Hearts 1, any new place you go, they'll just tell you where you're going. And I'm glad that they did that in later games because, you know, you don't want to spoil where you're going next. And I love the Queen's Castle, literally just this room. Like, you look to see the ceiling, it's a ceiling! It's not a sky. But hey, that's Wonderland. It's a weird place. There's the car soldiers. Play that trumpet.
Court is now in session!
Yo, well, my boy Phoenix right out.
Trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is... Because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence!
Ooh,
you
boy.
dare defy me?
She in
Hey
it
guys, we should help her out.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
now. So here's where the whole
The court
don't
finds
meddle
the
in the world
defendant
affairs things come to
guilty
play.
as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right
But
there.
of course, Sora has a sense of justice and
Who
not
are
going to let
you?
this happen.
How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
That's another thing that Kingdom Hearts 1 did. They'll transition, cutscenes with actual voice acting to these cutscenes where they where they'll have just text, or vice versa. They'll start with text and they'll transition to voice acting, which is kind of odd. That's one thing I do like about later Kingdom Hearts games is they definitely put more voice acting work as it went forward, so you don't get these weird segmented scenes like this. Anyways, bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Phalanx off with all of your heads. Gather as much or little evidence as you please. Report back here once you're ready. So, quickly into the journal, because I'm going to show y'all something. Wonderland. So, when you're first exploring the world, and you're currently in the middle of the story, you have a limited version of the world story. But later on, once I actually finish the world, I'll get the full version of the world story. After falling through a deep hole, Sora and company arrived in Wonderland and followed a white rabbit all the way to the Queen of Hearts castle. There they witnessed a trial in which the unreasonable queen falsely accused Alice. Angered by this injustice, Sora rushed onto the scene and challenged the queen. Find evidence to prove Alice's innocence. And so yeah, that also helps to serve, what are you looking for? Right now you're looking for evidence to prove her innocent. We got some new characters that you can look at. So Alice. A girl who fell down into a rabbit hole into Wonderland. She often daydreams and is naturally curious. Falsely accused of trying to steal the Queen's heart, she was given an unfair trial and falsely convicted. She fell down the rabbit hole in Alice in Wonderland, 1951. Very old movie, but I want to say something about Alice real quick, but I'll get to that in a second. Queen of Hearts. A queen of... Hold on, I didn't do the model thing. Might be. There she is. There we go. Queen of Hearts. A queen of Wonderland who lives in a castle with decks and decks of card soldiers. Selfish and short-tempered, she beheads anyone who crosses her. She thinks Alice tried to steal her heart. She struck terror in our hearts in Alice in Wonderland. So there she is. Card of Hearts. Spear-carrying guards who serve the Queen of Hearts. They fear the short-tempered queen and are careful not to irritate her. There's also, of course, the diamond version of them, but they're not going to display that one. And then you have the spade cards. Troops with heavy axes who serve the Queen of Hearts. They fear the short-tempered queen and are careful not to irritate her. Here we go. They carry axes. And I believe there's also club versions that are also dark as well, but that's just there. White Rabbit. Loyal servant to the Queen of Hearts. He led Sora and his friends to the Queen of Hearts castle. He wasn't late for his appearance in Alice in Wonderland. Poor White Rabbit. Look at his eyes. They're like bloodshot red because he doesn't get enough sleep because he's always he doesn't want to get killed by the queen, so he's always doing her bidding. Like he's actually a really pitiful character when you think about it. It's kind of a shame. Doorknob. A talking doorknob in the door to Wonderland. To enter, you must turn him, and one good turn deserves another, as you would say. Doorknob was the only character in Alice in Wonderland who didn't first appear in the original story, which is a nice little interesting tidbit there. You can't actually rotate him because he's a doorknob. As far as he even has things to display, but there you go. Heartless. So this, yes, so it was called Red Nocturne. Yep, they cast fire, and that's about that. We can talk to the people around here. Oops. Before you sits Her Royal Majesty, the noble Queen of Hearts. The Queen is always right. No one has ever questioned her judgment at a trial. Queen's word is law here. So we can actually talk to the Queen by jumping up here and going to talk to her. You better bring your evidence soon. How dare you stand there? Well, what are you staring at? So if you notice, there's a few chests up here, but I can't reach them now. That's one thing that Kingdom Hearts 1 had that the Kingdom Hearts games really... Well, a few other ones had it, but just not as a high a degree. Is that you really are encouraged to return to worlds you've already cleared, because you'll get new abilities later on that'll let you explore a little more. I just realized that Donald and Goofy have no more magic. By the way, I bet they wasted all their... Oh, Gummi? Oh yeah, you can see your Gummi inventory now. These are all the blocks that you have. I've gotten some new items after that Gummi ship trial. Only computer level 1. You can only equip to 100 blocks, power level 3. These are the models I have. The Thunder models is basically your guns. You can get better guns later on. Your wings are your arrow Gs. Dispel is your armor, along with protects. Cure is the Cure Gummies are your cockpits. You can get better ones later. And your Fire Gummies are your engines. So that's that. Oh, I had a postcard I didn't deliver. Ah, well, I can do that next time I go to Traverse Town. I'm probably gonna be doing that at least once this stream anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, as I thought, their ethers are gone. They are down to potions. That is why I don't usually give them ethers, because they're kind of wasteful with their magic, I find, and then they use up their ethers like crazy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and exchange something real quick. Mega potion. Need at least one potion to heal myself if I'm in trouble. Mega ethers to give them magic in case for later. Actually, you know what? I don't really need that right now. I don't have a regular ether, so I guess I'll just keep it. Because, yeah. Better to use all my regular potions early because I want to switch them for high potions later on. It restores exactly 30 HP, and that's exactly how much I have. So that's a full heal at the moment. For Donald, it heals that and then some. So, regular potions are fine now. Want to get those out of the way early, and then they can transition to high potions. Just go ahead and give them potions in case we're in trouble. I want to have someone there to help me. Now, here's something else cool that you can do. You can customize your character's actions. So, you can change them, you can change their style. You can't directly take control of your party members in this game. They are fighting with you, but you can change what kind of stuff they do. So they have their personal preferences, what they like to do. Donald will frequently use regular attacks. He'll constantly be using offensive magic to fight, which he's a mage. He should be doing that. That's fine. He will use defensive magic frequently, advanced magic frequently. HP items, only mercy. You have, I'll go talk about manual in a second. Offensive is where he'll just, he'll focus on attack. He'll constantly using offensive stuff and only in emergency use other stuff. Defensive, a lot of these are self-explanatory. I'm not going to go over them. Conservative is, I know a lot of players like to use that one because they'll only use their items only in emergency. And then they'll try to avoid using their. That's not very good with Donald though, because if you're playing with him conservative, then he's not very useful as a party member. So and then balance is explanatory. But there's also a manual button. You can set them to fight exactly how you want them to. But I find that their personal preferences are usually good. Like I don't really mess with it too much. Then you have Goofy's shield techniques and stuff like that. Again, same thing. His personal one is he likes to use his regular attacks frequently. He'll use shield. The general rule of thumb is that they have special techniques. They'll use them and they won't really mess around with it. Which is exactly why I don't really give them the ethers, because they'll waste them so quickly. And I don't have any more ethers, so there you go. And they have potions, so if I'm in trouble, one of them can heal me. And I have a potion in case to heal myself if I get in trouble. So everything is good. Everything is fine. Everything is fantastic. Alright, let's talk to this card soldier. Do not anger the queen. She's really scary. The card soldier, just trust me, you don't want to get on her bad side. No one defies the queen, keeps his head. I just want this whole thing to end. And yeah, I think they say about 4 things before they repeat dialogue. I did see someone suspicious. You. Why should I help you? You shouldn't have gotten involved. You're wasting your time. Go and find proof of her innocence. Don't keep the queen waiting. There's no use stalling. Yeah, these two soldiers say the exact same things. You need to talk to them that much. Do not speak to the defendant. Don't even think about it. The girl's not going anywhere. Quit loitering! You want to be arrested too? So he just told me not to speak to the defendant, but you can totally just talk to her. And I recommend doing so because it gives you a little bit of lore about, you know... Well, let's talk to her and you'll see. Who are you? I'm Sora. I'm Goofy, and that there is Donald. So this is an important conversation because this is the actual introduction to them, you know? Pleased to meet you, though I do wish you were under better circumstances. I'm sorry you got mixed up in this nonsense. So you want to keep talking to her so you can get... Donald, what are you doing there? Donald? Donald. Okay, you can just... He's just getting his exercise, folks, so don't worry about him. I'm going to keep talking to Alice because she has more to say. Why are you on trial in the first place? I should like to know the very same thing. Apparently I was guilty from the moment I took the stand. That's crazy. You want to keep talking? There he goes to walking again. So where are you from? Curious. I can't quite remember. You see, I found this mysterious rabbit hole. When I tried to peek inside, I tumbled in head over heels, and I found myself here. So you're from another world. That's funny. Maybe you don't need a ship then. I don't get it. What do you mean, another world? Enough! The defendant will be silent! Alright, Don, I can't keep saying this. So that's pretty much it. You've exhausted the story dialogue with her, so you just talk to her, she has regular things to say. Oh, if only I hadn't peeked inside that rabbit hole. I guess I'm a bit too curious for my own good. I asked the Cheshire Cat how to get home, and he told me to ask the Queen, so I came here to see her and I was arrested. She simply refuses to listen. It's so unfair. I haven't done anything wrong. What shall I do? I should like to keep my head. Why, if my head and body become separated, nothing I eat will reach my stomach. Yeah, that's the main issue. So, fun fact about Alice's voice actress for this game and this game only. She's actually voiced by the original actress who voiced her in the original 1951 movie. Which is crazy, because this game came out in 2002, 51 years after that movie came out. But the same actress who at the time was a little girl, now of course an old lady, still came back to voice Alice for that one voice acting line that she had, which I think that was it. The line that you saw her speak that was it. But she's a talented voice actress, and she was just able to reproduce the voice that she did as a little girl, which is amazing, absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, I love having dodge roll. It was so annoying at the beginning where I didn't have my roll, you know. Yeah, that's her. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the Lotus Forest, and I'm just gonna trigger another scene. Oh, something else I forgot to mention, which I guess I'll do in the next scene discussing. There's Cheshire Cat. Oh man, Cheshire Cat is so strange. So, funny thing to know, Cheshire Cat has no voice acting in this game. All of his lines in this game are just through text. Who are you? Who indeed? Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. 3 are a cinch to find. The 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all. Should we trust him? To trust or not to trust? I trust you'll decide. Now, there are Kingdom Hearts games, specifically Recoded, where Cheshire Cat is voiced, but not in this game. So you just have to remember how he sounded in the movie, pretty much. Oh yeah, and so that scene where I was talking with Alice, like I said, that's an important scene that could be totally missed, which is weird. Where you basically introduce yourself to her and how she got here and all that stuff, right? It basically recaps some of the stuff that happened in the movie, because we're going through the plot of the movie, but we're not seeing all of it really. Like we're seeing kind of like parts of it, mainly the end part. Because I remember seeing the original movie, the Queen of Hearts and her card soldiers, all that. They didn't really appear until the end of the movie. Moreover, what she said is important because she said that she ended up in this world through falling into a rabbit hole, which suggests that there's more than one way to go to worlds, you know? We came here through the Gummi ship to Wonderland, but she came in through her worlds, which was through the rabbit hole, which is very strange. And Alice herself is actually very important in this game for reasons I will not discuss yet, but you will come to know that later. Now then. Just gotta look nice.
Come on!
They have so much defense, I swear. That's why magic is so effective, because the soldier heartless in particular don't have much resistance to magic, or magic defense, however this game wants to pronounce that. So, slice it through, but that did so much damage! But we are playing in proud mode, so these enemies are going to hit hard and fast, so... But Donald also doesn't have much defense to speak of, so, you know, he's going to take some hits. Until I get them some decent equipment, that's just how things are going to be for now. Anyways, give me an ether. I do not have an ether at the moment, unfortunately, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to not be able to fulfill that request. So these flowers, you can give them stuff, and they will get you stuff in return, right? Now anyway, as the Cheshire Cat said, and as the Queen said, you can bring as much evidence or as little evidence as you like, and that's part of a thing where the more evidence you give, the better chance you have of proving her innocence. If you don't, and you'll find out what that means later. But it's definitely worth your time to get all 4 pieces of evidence, because if you get all 4 pieces of evidence, you get a spell early, namely the Blizzard spell, which you want. Give me a potion, I'll make you bigger. This of the flowers, this is the only one that's important because you need to become bigger for evidence gathering and other exploration things. So I'm gonna wait on that one for right now. Oh, more heart.
Fire!
I'm gonna be a little more conservative with my potions now that I remember that you need to do that. So you know, I'm not gonna the potion that I just got from that soldier. I'm not gonna equip right away. I am, however, gonna use this Trinity. I think that was an ether I just got. I hope that was an ether. Yes, it was an ether I got from that Trinity. Perfect timing. Like the Cheshire Cat said, the 3 of them are cinched to find. Look at this. We got footprints. So, going along with the weirdness of Wonderland, your evidence are in boxes. It's Wonderland. It's weird. Left behind by the Heartless. They may help prove Alice's innocence. So yes, you're getting as much evidence you can to prove that it was the Heartless that were trying to steal the heart. Now, it seems a little contradictory if you ask me. Like, Sora was about to tell, like, Goofy was about to say that, hey, it was the Heartless that are behind this. And then they recovered it because they don't want to reveal that, but we're getting evidence that proves it was the Heartless. It's kind of weird. But hey, I guess at the end of the day, they would have needed proof anyway, so whatever. Give me a potion. So demanding. So yes, you can just go to the potion menu and then select the flower, and then that's how you get it. Thanks. And then you get a high potion for that and a magic move, so that's pretty cool. So back to this flower. Give me an ether. Well, first I gotta equip the ether, so I guess I'll do that real quick.
This should help.
Here you go, flower. Thanks. You get a camping set out of that. Many strangers lately. So yeah, you can talk to the flowers and they'll give you some information. But not always though. Sometimes they'll just say thanks again. Sometimes they'll just do it. I don't have any more ether, so I'm hoping I don't need any more. Whoa, 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 what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Darn. There we go. That's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Alright, moving on. Probably more Heartless up ahead. Stop scratching. Oh god, camera. Cool. That was fun. That was a good time. So.
Fire!
Oh, I missed my fire. Nope. You're ranged then. I'm just gonna slash you. Come on now. There you go. Down. That is one of the things about Kingdom Hearts 1. That because it is a slower paced game than the later ones, a lot of these enemy encounters are a lot more, you get a lot more profound. I don't know if profound is the right word actually, but you have to kind of take them more seriously, whereas in Kingdom Hearts 2, it isn't until later that you have to deal with, and you fight other enemies that you have to, like, really, like, focus on. It's just kind of like a lot of quick-paced battles. Hey, here's some evidence. Antenna. All pointing to, I wonder if I can reach that. Yeah. Nope, I can't reach that. I probably could if I just bullshitted it, but, you know, it's kind of difficult. And it'll take, and it's more importantly, it's time consuming. I don't want you guys just watching me do it, but I'll try it once more. Nope. Alright, so I'll just leave that alone for now. Get it when I'm supposed to, when I have a different ability on hand. So what does this flower want from me? He wants an Ether. I don't have an Ether. Darn it. Hopefully I can get one later, but I do not have one right now. And I'll come back to it. Come on! Get on the mushroom. There you go. I should be able to reach that. There we go. Here. Look at this chest here. This is an important chest. Found 3 Dalmatians. There we go. Ooh, new characters? Right, I did meet the Cheshire Cat, so yeah. A mysterious grinning cat who talks in riddles and can appear and disappear will. He loves to mislead and confuse. He entered with a big smile in Alice in Wonderland. And there he is. But yes, now we have the 101 Dalmatians. You may need certain abilities to help them. So, this is good. It tells you how many... Once you found at least 1 Dalmatian in a given world, it tells you how many more are hidden in that world. Again, they're always set in sets of 3, so that basically means that, you know, 3 divided by 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, that means that there's 3 chests hidden out there. Again, you may need certain abilities to help them. Means you can't necessarily get all of them on your first go. So, they will require multiple visits for some of them. And there's 87 still out there hidden overall. You got a little chart here to just tell you as well. So there you go. That sets up the Dalmatian quest there. The Dalmatian just hanging around. It's too big to eat. Ha! And there's nothing really I can... Oh, you can go in that way though. Oh, hey, buddy. What are you doing up here? It's gonna make me go in there and relax it, which is something I don't want to do right now. I think he just dropped an item. Did he drop an item? Down there? I thought I heard an item drop. Don't see one though. Guess not. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go inside the bazaar room real quick. It takes us here where we can get another evidence. Stench. The stench of them. Let's see here, and that's really all you can do here. Many roads lead to the bazaar room because it's bizarre. It's so bizarre. And the bazaar room just gets even more and more bizarre later on. Hey, you can see up there is the last evidence, but we can't reach it from here, so I wonder how we're going to get it. So I have 3 pieces of evidence. If I wanted to right now, I could go ahead and talk to the queen and get this trial started. But again, we're trying to get all 4 pieces of evidence, so we're not going to do that. We're going to get all of them. So back into the Lotus Forest we go. The Heartless probably respawned while I did that. Or did they? Doesn't look like they did actually, which is weird actually. So the flowers have kind of go back to being buds again, which is strange, but you can't give them anything again. They just kind of stay that way now. Forever. Oh, so you can also reset through this way. Alrighty then. Oh, no, don't do this. Okay. But I still need to get it. When I come back, when I have an Ether, I'll come back for that one. Hopefully I can get one soon. And I can't go that way because I keep messing. Alright, so you know what? Let's go ahead and get this potion and become bigger. Not a speed run. No, it's not a speed run. Where you at, potion? Okay.
Here!
And now we're giants! We can't even turn the camera angle here. We can... Why don't you get on, it says. See ya. Oh, God. Alright. Alright. Oh, my head! What? So you turn that around like so. Whee! Oh, that's what I meant to do. I'm ripe enough to pick to be eaten. So what you do is, you take it, flip this around, and then eat this. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I might have messed up, but that's okay. It's all learning experience in the end. So let's go this way. See what we find. So I can't go through that entrance anymore because I turned the tree around. So instead, I'm gonna go around this way. I don't remember how to move this rock, honestly. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Yeah, I can... There we go, I made it. We can go this one. There we go, I can access that now. Can I access that? Hold on. Oh! Nah, alright, I'm gonna try... I can make that, I can make that. I can super make that. But I'm not gonna try too many times because, again... Content. Alright, I'm gonna wait until I get the glide later on. Like, I probably could make it, but I'm not gonna spend all day doing this. So instead, I'm just gonna go ahead through this passageway here. Where am I? What the? Dude, where am I? This is not where I thought I was gonna end up. Hold on. What the? No, really, no. What? Okay then. But on the plus side, I think I did remember where to go now. I do remember now. Because I just hit that, stump switch, I can now access another area. And that went back to normal, I think. So I'm just gonna go up this way. There should be a passage. Yep, there's a passageway this way. That's where I think I'm supposed to go. Yep. And we just go through this passageway here. Yep, now we're where we're supposed to be. We go through here. And now I have to make this jump. But the problem is Donald is right in my way. So off with you. Rip Donald. And we made it. And we got claw marks. And so we got all 4 pieces of evidence. Well, look what you found. Nice going. Now we can save Alice. Don't be so sure. She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. Yep, so we got Blizzard early because I got all 4 pieces. Very useful. And it's already set a shortcut so we don't have to do anything else. Now, we go find Alice. Well, not find Alice, but prove her innocent. Save before we go in. Alright, let's go. Are you ready to present the evidence? And go ahead. Yes, very well, Counsel. Step up to the podium. Now, show me what you have found. There, 4 pieces of evidence. Well, that's certainly a lot of evidence, but I'm still not impressed. Cards, bring forth my evidence. Checking all 5 would only be a waste of time. Alright then, choose the one you wish to present. I'll decide who's guilty based on that evidence. What? After all the trouble of collecting it? You dare object, then you will lose your head. Now choose 1 box. So, yeah. She throws in her own evidence, and I'm gonna go, and yeah, more spoilers. One of the evidence points to us. It's a completely made up, fabricated evidence that just points to us. So, another reason why it's good to get all the evidence is because that increases your chances of it pointing to the Heartless. If you only get 1 piece of evidence, and then she puts hers, you have only a 50-50 chance of it proving it to be the Heartless. But now, because we got all 4 of them, we have a only 1 in 5 chance of messing up and getting destroyed. By the way, the passageways are all closed now. So you can't leave, you have to choose evidence. Why not just choose the one you found? Like it's that simple. Talk to him. Just make up your mind already. Man, some of these car soldiers are so rude, I swear. You can only pick one. Choose carefully. Get on with it! Gosh, your guess is as good as mine. You better pick the right one. No use stalling. Hurry up and choose. It's in your hands now. Make your choice. You're doomed anyway. Alright, so I have to pick one of the 5 boxes. So, again, only 1 in 5 chance that it'll just choose the wrong one, but, Hey, Kevin, since you're watching, choose which box, dog. Which one? Which one? Talk to me. I'll give you a second. Middle? Okay. Alright, if this is wrong, this is all your fault. Hey, it was the hard ones. Good job. Good job. What in the world was that? There's your evidence. Alice's incident. Incident? Innocent! God damn. Silence! I'm the law here. But it's like a Telltale game. It doesn't matter because no matter what you choose, she gets angry anyway. Article 29. Anyone who defies the Queen is guilty. That's crazy! Seize them at once! And so now you have to do kind of like a mini-boss fight. It's more like a horde battle. Sort of. Cow, if they touch the tower, you lose your heads.
Come on!
So basically, what you gotta do, actually I'm gonna use the blizzard because that does more damage than kind of like spread damage as well. So the point is not to defeat the car soldiers, it's just kind of like to get them out of your way. What you want to do is you're trying to lower the tower so you can get Alice down from there, her perch. Oh, you can, oh yeah, cool.
Come on! Come on!
So you can also attack the Queen. And she can attack you back. And what's cool is if you attack the Queen, you stun her for a little bit, and it makes the car soldiers attack just a little less. Oh, got it. You also want to stop the car soldiers because they're gonna keep trying to lower the tower back.
Come on!
Oh man, I'm hitting them from the wrong spot.
Come on!
Oh, come on, guys, protect me! Oh boy, good thing I gave me some potions. Oh man, Donald's dead. Oh, Blizzard is really useful for this battle because, okay, now that the crazy house, it's just a matter of attacking the tower. Oh, I hate this battle so much, especially on proud mode. There, the tower's gone. And now it's lowered. But no Alice! Where did she go? She must have gotten kidnapped while we were fighting. You fools! Find the one who's behind this. I don't care how. So they just run like chickens with their heads cut off. Yeah, no, I mean, we just got through fighting, but I guess they're gonna let me go now. I just looked away for a moment and the Queen is furious. We must find Alice quickly. If we don't find her, it'll mean all our heads. I might be the next one to stand trial. The Queen has spoken. Find Alice at once. Court is in recess until the girl is found. The Queen demands immediate satisfaction. Okay, that's all he says. Without a defendant, there's no trial. Find Alice and bring her here. Failure will not be tolerated. Quit dawdling! You're not hiding anything from me, are you? Find Alice or else. Ow, why did you hit me so hard? I hate fighting, but I have my orders. What happened? She just vanished into thin air. I have no idea where she might be. What is that? What is that? What is that emotion? I can't even tell what that is. Where did that girl disappear to? Keep looking. She can't have gone far. Hurry, or you two will incur the Queen's wrath. There's no time for idle chatter. Find her! So I'm sure they used up items. Yep, they used up almost all their items in that fight, so I'm gonna have to give them some. Actually, nah. Because I might need those potions for later, so I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. Hopefully we don't die. Back to the forest! We gotta find Alice. Oh hey, that rock that was blocking the way just got moved. Have you seen Alice? Alice? No. Shadows, yes. Where did they go? This way, that way, doesn't matter. Left, right, up, down. All mixed up thanks to the shadows. Step deeper into the forest of the deserted garden. You might find shadows in the upside down room. So this rock... So there's a new Heartless now. See this big fat one? That is a large body. And those things are dangerous. They do so much damage to you, and you can only attack them from the back. And they can also do that quake as well. And if they get angry like that, they will charge you with everything. And unless you block them, that will do a lot of damage to you. The best way to deal with them is magic, which is actually what I should have done that match. But hey, content.
Come on!
So Donald took a lot of damage. I hope he'll recover from the damage. Big time. But this is exactly why I don't want to give him so many potions, because I'm sure he'd heal right now and waste my potion supply for now. But yeah, let's take a quick look at that Heartless that I just fought. Oh, Chronicles updated. I forgot. Because we did, angered by, skip all this, we already read this, blah, 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 blah. We gathered evidence of Alice trial, and the trial resumed. The Queen was not convinced and ordered her carcels to seize them. After fighting them off, Sora noticed that Alice disappeared from her cage. What happened to Alice? Was she abducted? Find Alice. Alright, anyway. So yes, large body. Big round Heartless, they seem tame like that, but go berserk with anger. With their bruiser, they can inflict great, so be on your guard. This is that. Alright, move along. Actually, hold on. Blizzard. Not only does that kill them quickly, but you get technical experience for doing it because you hit their weak points.
Deep freeze! Fire!
Is that that's protect chain. Hey, that's actually useful. I can give that to Donald because his defense is kind of all kinds of garbage right now. There. Okay. Let's explore the forest first before I do this next thing I wanted to do.
Deep freeze!
All dead, one shot. Oh. Alright.
Deep freeze!
Any more? Okay, no, they're dead now. So yeah, as the Cheshire Cat mentioned, because of the Heartless now reigning rampant in this world, everything has changed. The Bazaar Room. PK freeze! Oh!
Deep freeze!
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do now. I think I did what I sought out to do. So in a second, I'm gonna become big again. I'm gonna push this boulder into the water here, even though it's not really water, but it is water. I hate this world sometimes, man. I hate this world. But whatever. I'm gonna just do that real quick, I suppose.
This should
Get a
help.
flower. I'm big again. Now we move the rock into the water. And then a new passageway has been opened. I still can't change camera angle though. I'm gonna put that back to normal now. Take this. So I think I can access new stuff now. Eat this. And now we're gonna explore that new passageway to see what we can find. And here's
Deep freeze. See ya.
Yo, where are they at though? Oh, there they are. Jesus. So we're gonna activate this blue trinity real quick. Is that an ether? Please, that's not an ether. I don't think that's an ether. I wish it was though. You got a camping set for Oscar. Give me a high potion. Now, when you get to the secret area, you get flowers that ask for like some more high-end stuff instead of like the regular stuff. You can attack this thing, and it says shock me. So I can't really mess that until I get lightning. So that's something I'm just gonna do later. Equip a high potion real quick, so I can give it to this flower.
Here.
Thanks. I heard him drop an item, but I don't see it. A mega potion. One of our friends has mysterious power. He's referring to the flower that can just make you big. Like I didn't know that already. And this takes you to the Queen's Castle. But where in Queen's Castle? To here. You can open up this chest. And you get 3 more Dalmatians. And we cannot go back that way, unfortunately. So, save again, just so I can boost, just so I can heal my mates. And we continue. Off into the Bizarre Forest. I forgot where I'm going, but I'm just gonna keep... Oh, you know what? Duh, I'm gonna go this way. The Tea Party Garden, which we can access now. So... Mad Hatter and the rabbit, whose name I can't remember right now. I think it's Jack Rabbit. I think his name is. Don't quote me on that. They don't appear in this game, but you see their... Grayson, please. Don't do this. Oh, man. Anyway. So yeah, they're there in picture form. You can't actually talk to them because they don't exist in this world, even though they do exist. A very merry unbirthday. Hey, like my message. Sit down and get your present. So yeah, this is a little fun thing you can do. You can sit down in one of these chairs, and Roger. It's not. You had me going there. I had thought for a second. Is it actually Roger? I was like, no. Anyway, you can sit down in these chairs to get a present, but you can only do it once. And some of these chairs do stupid things. Believe it or not, I think you get better stuff from sitting on the worst chairs. Like, I think if you sit on this, like, luxurious chair, like, bad stuff happens, so I'm gonna go on this metal chair first. So you get a full heal and then items, and then the stuff comes down. Is that an ether? Yes, it's an ether! We can go back to that flower and get the present from the flower. Okay, so now we're gonna try this weird-looking... What would you even describe this chair as? Like, it's not broken, but it's... It's so asymmetrical. If you've ever seen Soul Eater, there's that one guy, Def the Kid, who hates things that are asymmetrical, and then he hates it. That's what I'm feeling like. Rabbit chair. Okay. So, that's a nice looking chair. I feel like something bad happened, so I'm gonna... That's the other thing, too. Look at all these... They're just all different chairs and just... Whatever. Enough of this. Just sit down. You get such good stuff, too. Def the Kid would destroy that chair, Grayson. Absolutely. He would just pull out his upside down gun. His upside down gun's like... Destroy it. You wouldn't see it like a bit of it at all. I'm gonna sit on this wooden chair next. So far I've gotten pretty lucky so far. I think I'm absolutely right. I think when you sit on the... Alright, here's a nice looking chair. Let's see what happens. Yep, that's the cake. That triggers the Heartless.
See ya.
Well, that was quick. And now the whole table is gone. And you can see in the picture that they're all scared and everything. I wasn't really looking at it, but if you sit on the good chairs, it's just like pictures of them being happy and stuff like that. So, I'm going to come back to this room in a second. Look at this. Look at Wonderland. Look, I'm clearly going to a forest, but it's just a picture. But yet we go in front of the picture and then it just takes us to the world. Ah! Oh, white mushrooms! Ooh, he's... So, okay, I'll explain later. He's cold. Hit him with the fire.
Fire!
Cold again. Hit him with more fire. Okay, wait, dude, where are you going? Where are you going? Get shivery again. Nope, no, that's lightning. I don't have that yet. Shiver.
Fire!
There you go. Perfect. Hey, I got fire arts. Alright, let's find another one. There's another one right there. That guy is sweltering. He needs to be cold. Swelter again. Swelter. No, don't just stand there. Swelter. There you go. There you go. Oh, I can probably get blizzard arts too. Swelter again. No, don't shiver. Swelter. There you go. Yes. Blizzard arts. I'm getting real lucky. I'm getting like 2 out of the 2 pain in the ass ones out of the way early. There you are.
Deep freeze!
Swelter. In this case, I'll give him whatever he wants. I don't really.
Fire!
Shiver. So hit him with fire.
Fire!
Hit him with another fire. We got a blade shark here. Cool. Oh, that was fun. Oh, there's one more. Okay.
Deep
Swelter.
freeze!
I don't have the thunder. I can't do that one yet.
Fire!
Oh, I was too late. He already left. Anyway, so for those who don't know, what that was a white mushroom. They are heartless that do not attack you. Instead, they will do different motions, and if you help them, they give you stuff. So, like, he was shivering, so I hit him with fire. If he was sweltering, you give him blizzard. The light that was above his head, that went above his head, you hit him with lightning. And then there's other ones that appear later on that ask for different spells. But what you really want to do, at least for one set of piece, fire arts, the proof that analogy is a master of fire magic. You want to collect all the arts because if you get all 7 arts for each 7 spells in the game, you can get a special item. I forget if it's a weapon for Donald, if it's a weapon for Sora, but it's a good item. So that's that. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to go back into the... Oh, no. What am I thinking? I came out here because I have the ether now. I can get that item from that flower. Have this ether flower. And I got it. Camping sets are like so not useful, dude. Like, anyway. Back to the tea party garden. So I've sat on almost all the chairs, and I'm pretty sure that big chair triggers another. Oh, I haven't sat on this one yet. This one is probably safe. In fact, quite safe. Hey, we got a potion out of it. But yeah, this last one is going to trigger the potion for sure. I mean, the Heartless for sure. I know. Nicest chairs with triggers. Oh, God!
See ya!
Oh, no.
Fire!
I don't even want to get close to that. That burned a lot of magic, but it was worth it. This is Proud Mode. You get hit by those things, it's damaging. And that's all the presents, so yeah, even when I come back, the chairs will come back, but I can't sit on them anymore, so there's that. Alright, on to the bazaar room. They're hiding somewhere. And the Momoraf's out grabe. Wanna find the shadows? Try turning on the light. So we're getting close to the boss encounter, but first we gotta deal with these guys.
See ya!
Is there a sad mode? What are you talking about? Oh, Oh, see? That was like half my health from that one hit. God! Okay. Alright, we can't play with this.
See ya.
Donald's dead.
Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm about to die right now. Oh! Oh no! Oh, I dodged it.
See ya.
That's what I was talking about earlier, dude. In Proud Mode, you have to take these regular enemy encounters seriously. They can kill you. Goofy just gonna charge.
Deep freeze.
Oh my god. Yo, Donald's magic didn't even kill him. What the heck? Oh my god. Ooh, a fire ring. You know what? I might actually... No, I'm not actually gonna put that. I'm gonna give that to, I'm gonna... Did you say Daffy Balls? I'm gonna give it to Goofy because I don't think he has a lot of fire resistance. Daffy Balls. Alright, I need to re-equip items now though, because I'm about to get trashed. One of you so they can save me in case I'm in trouble. Alright, so we gotta light up. Oh, this is what takes us back to Queen's Castle, but I'm not gonna go there right now because I have stuff to do first. Yeah, let's go up this way first. Light up. That activates that flower over there. It's too dim. Make it brighter. What next? One more lamp that shoots light. You mean the one that you're right next to? Whoop. No, please. All the lights are on. You'll see the shadows soon. They'll rise in this room but somewhere else. The shadows might go after that doorknob too. So, basically you have to go back to the way you originally were. Like, see how the room is upside down now? You have to go back to the room the way it was when it was right side up, essentially. But before we do that, we're gonna go through this way. I think there's a chest here. There is. So we can open that real quick. We got Thundara G, which is a better gun basically for my Gummi ship. Now, we could just go fight the boss right now, but there's one last thing I wanted to check. You can go to, like, so when we was in the Bazaar Room, it was upside down. You can also go to the Bazaar Room in other directions as well. Oh, God, no, why?
See ya.
There we go. I forgot how to switch target direction. Oh my god, really?
See ya.
Okay, alright, so that's how you do it. You gotta use magic to blow them back. Gotcha. I didn't know that. I'm gonna spare my magic staff for now because I'm really gonna need it. Alright, I think that's pretty clear. So, where was I going? I was trying to get through the Bazaar Room from another direction. And I just realized I haven't equipped my Slapshot ability yet, which probably could have been really useful, but I didn't equip it, so... I could really use some ethers, to be perfectly frank. I mean, I have my Mega Ether, but I don't want to waste it right now.
Come on. Come on.
Come on! Yeah, I'm now 2 levels up higher instead of equip that Slapshot. Alright, let me equip that real quick before I forget again. I don't have enough AP to even... Well, yes I do. Oh, 0 out of 3, I see. Rapidly strike enemies ahead of you. Occasionally deals critical damage. I can't equip that right now because I don't have enough AP. And I can't equip Goofy's charge either. Darn. There's nothing I can do with that right now, I suppose. Do I have any AP ups? No, I suppose I don't. Nope. Not a single one. So in these situations where I'm not going to the save point is actually probably a good point where I could actually use some of my camping set. Oh.
Deep freeze.
There, dead. Deads. Alright, so first, I think I'm gonna actually use one of these. Camping set, yeah, that's a good item to use early because it stores all your stuff. In fact, I'm gonna use it right now. These are actually useful for proud mode, for the reason that you just need stuff sometimes. Cool. Into the bizarre room we go. Oh!
Deep freeze!
So we can actually activate this faucet here. Brings up the gourd. It won't move anymore. And then you can actually go inside the gourd to get to the Queen's Castle again. That's how you access these side rooms, basically. That takes us back to the forest. We don't want to go there. We're in fact going to go up this way. That takes you to another part of the bizarre room, which is... this place is super bizarre. Just like JoJo.
Deep freeze!
Oh, God! Oh, man. So attack him from the back. Hit him from the nape of the neck. Oh, there, here he goes. Alright, come again.
Deep freeze!
Charge back. Come charging again.
See ya!
There you go. That's how you beat him. That's how you beat him without taking too much damage. What is this direction? There's like so many places you can go. And that's back now. Cool. Awesome. I guess I could go back into the forests. Let's see what's in this direction. Maybe I can go back afterwards. Huh? What the? Okay then. I'm so confused. Alright, back inside the bizarre room, I guess. Crazy noise! Oh, they're back? Really? No. Crazy noisy bees are town. So now we get another chest. A meteor gummy! God damn! Meteor gummy is a really powerful laser that you can put on your gummy ship. That's really good, in fact. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. More mushrooms.
Fire!
Shiver. Come on, dude. Come on.
Deep
Swelter.
freeze! Fire!
Shiver. I hate when they go inconsistent like that, because all you get like is some lousy shards, but hey, it's filling my magic, so what's up with it? I'll help you too. And then I have to get moving. Dude, are you gonna do anything? Dude, do something! Do something!
See ya!
There you go.
Fire!
Alright, shiver again so I can at least get a bit better fire thing.
See ya!
What? Oh wow, it's still the same actually. They can get something better for doing it, but hey, whatever. Okay, let me go this way. What I wanted to do was I wanted to go down to that fireplace to see where that takes me. Like, it's funny that this is like the first world that they send you to because it's actually one of the more confusing worlds. Because it's really hard to map out where to go where because everything goes all over the place.
Deep freeze! See ya!
Are you dead now? Oh, you should be dead. Cool. Alright, down into the fireplace, see where that takes me. What the? Where am I?
Deep freeze! Come on! See ya!
God, this world! Oh my God, why? Oh, I thought I saw two of them. Oh, what the? I wasn't even paying attention. God. Oh my God.
Come on!
Oh. I think he's on the left, so I just gotta...
Come on!
Okay, he's just getting ready to charge.
Deep freeze!
Wow, he can just jump over all that stuff.
See ya!
Donald's getting wrecked. His health is like super low. That takes us to the forest. I'm not ready to go that way yet. Oh, I don't want to go back to the room yet. So you can knock this down. And the teddy bear gets knocked over there, and that raises the book. You can touch this light here. And that opens up the painting? Is there another torch? Yeah, there's another one here. Okay. There we go. Opens up the lion's mouth. And then the chest comes out. This place is so weird. A defense up! Hey, that's actually really good. Now, when I do this on normal difficulty, I'll like divide my stuff between my my comrades. But this is proud mode, trying to get a game over by dying, so everything that I get is gonna go to me. So Donald has lower defense, but hey, it's gonna go to me. Give me this defense up. Boost me. There, my defense is up. I should store my items too, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So now, I'm pretty sure we could. I thought we could like fix some of these to like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing after all. This teddy bear you can only, in the book, you can only really interact with when I go back into the room right side up. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go inside this painting, Super Mario 64 style. And here we have a white trinity there, but I can't access white trinities until like way later in the game. So he wants an elixir. This freaking flower wants an elixir. And this, well, he just wants a potion. That's not actually too bad. And I have one handy right now, so I will give you this potion.
This should help.
And I get a high potion for that. So yes, I guess I'll use an elixir on this stupid flower. I guess I got something good out of this.
This should help.
Thanks. A mithril shard. I guess that's kind of valuable. The room at the center of the world has a secret. This forest is all kinds of paths. Yeah, you don't say. So yeah, same like the other one. This one triggers by lightning. I have to come back here way later in the game for the white trinity because you get something really good from that actually. But we're gonna go through that bookshelf there to go to the Lotus Forest. Oh, I forgot to re-equip.
See ya. Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
What the? Dude, stay in the. Ah!
See ya. Deep freeze.
Oh my god. DK freeze. No! He flies too high. And Donald's dead. If I had cure, this wouldn't be a problem because I could just heal, but I don't want to waste potions to just heal them and they're constantly dying. It's the problem mode, and that's what happens. I really need an AP boost, honestly.
Come on.
Oh man, I'm starting to get hungry too. Good thing I'm almost done with the stream. Alright, so let's go ahead and go through, Donald's still dead, but whatever. Off we go. This way. To the forest. Now where am I? Up here? Can I finally reach that? I don't think I can, but hey. Am I gonna get a running start? I could, I'm just trash.
See ya.
That's all there is to it. Alright, I think I've explored this world enough. I don't think there's anything else I can really see at the moment, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and get ready to fight the boss now. And then I'll probably call it not too long after that.
Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
You gotta be kidding me with this. I need that XP, son. All about the grind. I do find it funny that everyone pretty much is in agreement that this is kind of like one of the worst worlds, which again, is why it's such a shame that it's the first one. Disney worlds. You go to such cool worlds like Aladdin and Tarzan and Peter Pan, and then this is the first one. It's like, no. Oh my god. Whatever. Get the XP. Donald dies so easily to just a body slam. Snorlax up in the But that's okay. When it's boss time, that's when we'll quit. What? Come on! What is happening with my voice today? The good thing is Gummi has an auto block, so he never really has to worry too much about the body slam unless he's getting hit from behind.
Come on! Ha! Come on!
Alright, you awake now, dog? Alright. Alright, time to fight the boss. Oh, you know what? Before I save, let's actually equip stuff so I don't have to redo that part, right? That's smart, right? That's a good idea, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and equip myself with a high potion, actually. And then I'll give, so you never want to give Donald or Goofy Mega Potion, Mega Thirst, because those are very valuable. You want to be the one in charge of those for sure, because they'll just use them willy-nilly and then you'll be without. I might equip one more Mega Potion just for the safe side. I'll leave them to heal me, you know? And then... or they heal themselves for that matter. This is probably super stupid what I'm doing right now, but giving them high potions at this stage, but whatever. We want to make sure we're healed for this fight, because it'll be a rough one. Make sure my abilities are all good. I think I have what I'm going to need. Donald has so much AP and me and Goofy do not have enough, which is kind of strange, but it is what it is. I hope we're ready for this. Alright, let's go in. I don't think... there we go, cutscene, so it should be fine. You'll have a better view from higher up. So yeah, once we go high up, that's when the fight starts. Interact with this plant to get health and money and potions. Hey, more potions actually. That's a really good thing, in fact. So I'll give that to them. And there we go. We're fully stocked. We're fully stocked up for the fight. So I guess we can go ahead and interact with this bear. I think that's what we do. Isn't it? I thought there was. Oh, I know what it is. You have to go. You have to come back here when you're big, and then you do something with the bear. And then I'm not going to do that right now, though. That's time consuming and all that stuff. So I'll just leave that alone for now. Let's just get to the boss fight. Or you know, why not? Just do it real quick. The Cheshire Cat's there. Costs nothing to go big and small in this room, so you might as well do it. So he has to move the bear. And that moves the clock. And I think you can just switch them back like that or so. The hook has actually no use, so you can actually just move this. And that reveals a new entrance. That moves that back there, so you don't want to do that. You want to always put that bear on that side so you can have the way there open. Drink it up. I guess we're doing one more final side quest before the fight. Tea Party Garden. Ooh, this probably takes you somewhere nice. Yeah, up here actually. Dark matter? That's actually really valuable, in fact. I got a bad feeling. You know what? I'm gonna equip these items because I feel like they're gonna get used before we get to the fight now. I don't want them using my stuff. But dark matter is like a super valuable component for synthesis. Look, 5-star rarity. Like, that's serious stuff right there. That's all the presents. So yeah, no more presents from there. Yep.
See ya.
That's what I figured was gonna happen. I could just not fight them, but I need the experience. Like, the more the better.
Deep freeze.
Thanks. Come on now. Come on! Wow, good thing I just coughed their potions. They were gonna waste them before we got to the fight. No doubt.
Deep freeze. Deep freeze.
Oh god, see that does so much damage. You really gotta play defensively with these things. This is just a regular enemy too.
Deep freeze.
Like until I get guard, this is the best I
See ya.
can do. I have to repel them with magic. Because with guard you can oh god, man. Right.
Come on.
Is Donald gonna wake up now? Alright. What time is it now anyway? It's 1:33. Oh, I saved before putting the items back on. Oh well, we can do that real quick, I guess. If possible, use potions first. That's just a general rule of thumb. Because at this stage, that's more than enough, but... And sure, one high potion left in reserve for whatever. Alright, now we can go fight the boss. For real this time, I promise. For real, for real. Hopefully it doesn't take me too many attempts to do it. Hopefully it doesn't take me just one attempt, you know? Just, we'll see what happens. Here we go. The shadow should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad. Here he is. This is the heartless known as the Trickmaster. Oh wow, he's far out of reach actually. When he's that far out of reach, you gotta use magic.
Deep freeze. Deep.
Oh my god, I'm really hitting him. He's like so far out of reach. Does it not do anything to him?
Fire.
Okay, that does it. Oh wow. There we go. Stun him and then you can hit him from down here. That's when you really want to hit him. Health restore. Oh boy.
Fire.
Whoa! I didn't even realize this is your tutorial with that.
Come on. Ha. Come on. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Again. He hasn't really started using his really powerful attacks just yet. Oh my god! Doing so much damage! Oh, he's turning the table! That's crazy.
Fire. Fire.
I'm out of magic now. If the chair is gone, you can't even get to the table, which makes this fight. This is not a really cool fight, honestly, but you know, it makes you think. So, yeah. There you go. You can't even climb high enough, like, you don't want to get stepped by those shoes, you do a lot of damage, actually.
Fire!
You can get back on the table. Ah! Ooh! Oh my god, why? So he just casts his own magic, basically. That's the first death of this run. Oh my god, stupid. And once he does it, he just kind of changed it for a while, actually. I was really hoping I could do it on first try, but I guess not. I guess not. Can you skip this? Not much to skip, I suppose, but... Well, at least I know Blizzard doesn't do anything now. So, I don't have to waste magic using Blizzard on this one. Alright, Trickster Battle 2.
Fire! Fire!
Oh, cool. Attack.
Come on!
I wish he kind of melts a little longer, because then I could do some more damage, but it is where it is.
Fire!
I'm glad this fire tracks a little bit, because the fact that he rotates the table makes it a little annoying. Oh, there's actually a better vantage point.
Come on!
Yeah, that's working. It's working out, actually. Alright, I think he's about to go to phase 2 of this fight. Or not. I'm still kind of singing at the moment. Oh, come on!
Fire!
Oh, he gets the fire from the furnace. Interesting. I never noticed that. He destroys the chair. Hides down here. That would be some of his magic in the like. I'll use some of your magic, man. The fire really increases the power of the attack. Come on, just make a finish him. Ah! Damn it.
Fire!
Yes! Got him! Alright. Took one more attempt than I would have liked, but hey, you got him. You got him early. Ifrit's horn, nice.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
So there's a twist. Inside the doorknob's mouth was a keyhole. Wait. What was that? You hear that? Sounded like something closed. This gummy ain't like the others. No, sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. You got a Navi-G piece. Splendid. You're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone. Off with the shadows into darkness. No. Let's go back to our gummy ship. You might find her in another world. we've got to go to a save point to return to our ship. So that is the end of the world for now. So it does move you over here, so you can just go straight to the rabbit hole if you want, and leave the world if you want to. I'm not going to do it quite yet. There's one last thing I wanted to do. But that is pretty much the world. So yeah, a very unconventional ending, because you remember in the movie Alice, you know, eventually she escaped the cards and the queen or whatever, and she made it back to her world. But not in this case. She actually got captured, and we still haven't found her. Where is Alice? I guess you'll have to wait till later. I can say this much. Alice plays a much larger role in this story than you might think she does. So, we go to the journal. After fighting the mouse, Sora noticed that Alice is from the cage. While looking for her, he and his friends ran into the Trickmaster. They defeated the powerful monster, but Alice's whereabouts remained unknown. And so the Heartless boss that we fought was, yes, the Trickmaster. Heartless that Sora and company encountered while they searched for Alice. His herky-jerky attacks and juggling act flustered Sora and the others. Yep. I actually don't like this coloring that much. In the original version of Kingdom Hearts, this thing had like a red coloring, but for the final mix they gave it kind of like a pink coloring, which makes it look really ugly. I mean, it's not that much of a looker to begin with, but like, ugh, I really don't like this coloring for it actually. But, whatever. So yes, before we go, we're gonna go this way for a second. Again, like I mentioned last stream, after you defeat a boss, the world is actually clear of Heartless. You can like walk around freely without worrying about getting attacked by anything. But yes, inside the doorknob's mouth was a keyhole. What do these keyholes mean? You can find out a little bit. You find that out a little bit later. But yes, I've had enough of trials. Oops! Don't tell anyone I said that. Okay, now they only say 2 things apiece. I'll bet you're all behind this. Who will be the next stand trial? We cannot hold a trial without a suspect. Still can't find her? We can't help you. Our duty is to guard the Queen. Report to us immediately when you find Alice. Who could have abducted Alice? We've reinforced the bars. No one will ever escape this cage again. We will resume the trial once you capture the guilty party. The Queen is tired of waiting. You still haven't found the new suspect, Slowpoke. Can't we continue the trial already? So that's it. They just pretty much wait here for the rest of the game, waiting for you to find Alice. And you do find Alice eventually. So I guess it's a spoiler, I'm sorry about that. But she's never coming back to this world. She is done with Wonderland forever. And with that, we have concluded Wonderland stream, thank goodness. Now, this isn't the last time I'm going to be in Wonderland. Like I mentioned before, side quests will require me to come back here to get other stuff, but we're done with story content for now. Any other trips we make to Wonderland from this point forward will be quick ventures at best. Oh, I did want to equip my new thing, though. I'm going to put on Ifrit's Horn, because that not only reduces fire damage, increases my defense, not more than protection, but it gives me more AP, which will allow me to finally equip a new ability, my Slapshot ability, which is pretty good. I want to eventually get Goofy to get his ability too, but we'll cross that. I can't talk today. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Also, I didn't equip them with their defensive weapons, but whatever. It's not a big deal, I guess. So now we leave. Before I conclude the stream, okay, so first, the rabbit hole, I got a trophy for that. So before we leave, there's a 3-star world, which is the next world of significance. But we are going to be going to that 2-star world first. So first, I'm going to be going to Traverse Town, normal drive. Oh, can we do a new Gummi model? Actually, I want to see something real quick. So it'll tell you if you have enough parts to actually build that Gummi model. I'm probably going to do this off stream because probably watching me build Gummi ships is probably not very interesting to people, and that's fair. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and go to Traverse Town normal drive. What's cool about this is like when you're going through routes, it kind of just takes the level you just went through and kind of reverses it. Which I think is kind of neat. Almost at Traverse Town. There we go. But I think there's like one more raid that comes like forward. Oh no, never mind. Just go in. Cool. Well, that's that. We completed a mission actually, and I got a wheel gun. Huh. I wasn't expecting this. I feel like there's a save point missing there. Ah, it's the accessory shop. That's probably what it is. Seeing all this town will take some time, Kubo, especially for newcomers. Did they say anything new? No, I don't think they do. That makes sense. Leon's probably at the underground cavern. He trains there often. You know, the channel is the alleyway connected to the cavern. Got an elixir for sending that postcard. That's the 6th postcard already. Oh, by the way, now that we have Blizzard, we can put out these candles. Let's go ahead and do
See ya.
that. And now we can get this chest. Got another defense up. Right to Sora. Right to Sora. Also, I can unequip this now and give me a high potion. Hey, they didn't actually use all their potions in that fight. That's really good, in fact. That's tremendously good that they didn't waste all their items in that fight. I guess that second attempt went a lot better than the first, I must say. I'm pretty sure that now that I have Blizzard, there's probably more stuff I can do, but I can't think of it right. Oh, I know one thing I can do though. Go back to the accessory shop. Like this flame.
See ya.
Burning bright. So can I buy anything now? I can buy an ability stud, which actually I might want to do. So I want to get Goofy's ability. It's funny to think of these Disney characters wearing studs, but I mean, in most RPGs, they don't actually show them wearing whatever you equip with them anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So now Goofy can use his charge ability, which he could anyway. Wow, I didn't realize he even got some more AP. Whatever. Have it, just in case. You never know. Somebody might need a thing. I'm trying to think really hard about if I need to go back to 2nd District for anything. I think I'm pretty much good. I could get... I don't think there's any more items I can get either. Yeah, there's no new items. Excuse me a second while I do a mental check real quick to see if there's anything I needed to get in the 2nd District. Let's see, there's no, I think that's it. I think that's actually it. And even if I do, I can always get it later, you know? Because, yeah, no. I think that's it. There's nothing in 3rd District either. Because I need Thunder to actually do some stuff in 3rd District, but I don't have Thunder right now, so I can't really do anything with Fog. And once you do that, that actually triggers a lot of new side quests that you can do. But yeah, I think that's going to do it here, guys. I think that is the end of the Wonderland stream, plus some change as well. So, next time when we play, we're going to be going to the next world, which is Olympus Coliseum. I think I will actually do some Gummi ship maintenance before that, but I'm going to be doing that either off screen or before the Olympus Coliseum stream, just to length it out a little bit. Because Olympus Coliseum, the first time you go, you don't spend a long time there. It's a short world the first time you go. It's a very side quest heavy world. You'll go there many times during the game to do tournaments and stuff like that, which I'm going to combine with other streams. But as far as for the first visit, probably just going to keep that by itself. So, thank you guys for watching. That will be up if you missed it. This will also go up on YouTube as well. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier on my Facebook and Twitter, tonight I'm going to be starting The Walking Dead Michonne. And that should be, I hope it's fun. We'll see what happens there. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.